Hey, what's going on? Hope you are doing good. Today, I'm going to walk you through how you can increase your sales with faceless videos. Now, if you don't know what faceless video is, it's basically video content that doesn't require you to be on camera. So typically what most people do is that they set up a camera and they just talk to the camera face to face or face on screen. And then they edit that video and then they publish that video, and then they basically become a creator full time. Now, this isn't the ideal situation that you want to be in if you are an entrepreneur that's looking to build a multi-million-dollar company, or if you're not a coach or a consultant, right? So if you're actually building a brand, a business, okay. The reason why that's not the ideal situation you want to be in is because it means that you are always going to be the bottleneck to creation. You have to always create content. So if you want to step back and be the CEO at some point in the future, because you are the only one creating content, you're the face of the brand, it's going to make it very difficult. Okay, same applies if you want to sell your business in the future. So faceless videos achieve the same results as if you were on camera, if not even better. And I'll explain how that all works today in this video. So the first thing that you have to understand is that it's not 2018 anymore. The world has changed significantly over the last few years, and people buy differently today than they used to, a decade ago, or pre-2018. Why 2018? Because just after 2018 is when the pandemic hit, right? And there's a few other things that happened between that time and now. So competition has gone up. People are spending more money on ads. And there's just a lot of competition right now across every sector of the digital space. And so according to Gartner, 80% of all sales interactions between suppliers and their buyers occur now on digital channels. Right? There's less cold calling going on. There's less networking events that people actually generating a decent amount of sales from. Almost all the revenue that's being generated for businesses right now is online, it's digitally. Okay. And so this is because most people, they just prefer to buy something without having to speak to a salesperson. They want to bypass the sales experience or the seller experience. Okay. So if you want to solve client acquisition, you have to engage prospects digitally right now if you want to grow your business, if you want to increase sales. Therefore, if you're looking to build your sales pipeline, which means generating high quality leads and increase the number of sales that you're making per month, you can no longer rely on what used to work pre-2018, okay? So cold outbound prospecting, you can't just rely on this. Email marketing, right, is a part of cold outbound prospecting. Okay, this is kind of like more DMs, right? And cold advertising and outbound sales teams. These all work in their own area, but you can't just rely on them. You have to combine them with certain other things like faceless video content in order for them to work better and to stand out, because there's so much competition, right? Everyone's sending emails, everyone's doing cold advertising, everyone's doing cold outbound prospecting, and everyone's building out a sales team. So no one's separating themselves from anyone else when they're doing the same thing, okay? And there's a ton of different digital marketing channels that you can focus on in order to grow your business. And you can use video in every single one of these channels, which is why it's so important that you lead with video. Okay. So because buyers prefer to do their own research before they make a purchasing decision, right? They don't want to feel like they're being sold to. They actually want to feel like they've made the decision on their own to buy from you. So you have to help guide them into making that decision and making them believe that they've made the decision to buy from you over someone else, over an alternative product or an alternative service. Okay. So when you send messages to people in the DMs, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is that you're using, yes, it can work, but it's always salesy. It's a salesy approach. Okay. You have nothing to back up your claims until you provide something to support that you know what you're talking about, that you're an authority, that you're an expert in order to build trust. When you send emails to prospects, it's also salesy unless you back up those claims. Right? When you display an advertisement in front of someone, it's also salesy because a potential customer is going to click on that ad and then they're going to look at a few other things, which we'll get into in a second, right? And so the only solution to these problems is to build an organic audience using viral videos. Why viral videos? Because videos are the easiest way to go viral. And right now, all these social media platforms are pushing video content. YouTube at the beginning of January 2023, you're going to get paid for publishing shorts. Right now, you're not getting paid. Everyone's pushing this type of content, right? And so viral videos get so much reach, it allows you to attract your customers, specifically customers with buyer intent, because you can optimize videos for search and hashtags. So people looking for specific things, whether it's on Google or on any of these social platforms, are going to find your videos. As opposed to if you just post content on Facebook or LinkedIn, which people see just today and can't actually search for it, right? It's all about building an audience if you want to increase your sales right now. And you're going to be able to do that using videos. So if you build an audience with videos, you can cut down your sales team. It means you can keep things lean because videos can do the same selling that a single person would be able to do, right? You can spend less money on advertising if you build an audience with videos, because instead of trying to attract people through cold paid advertising, right, cold traffic, you can then retarget the interactions of people that have viewed your content. So this way they already know who you are. They've gone through your content. They've looked at your profiles. Then you can retarget them with offers in order to increase your sales. And this means that you're able to lower your cost per acquisition and drive it almost down to zero, because you're going to have massive amounts of social proof with the video content that you're publishing across your social media channels, right? And that you're using in all aspects of your digital marketing strategy, right? Whether it's through emails or outbound prospecting or whatever it is, right? So how does video content pay for itself and improve the bottom line? Well, I'm going to give you some examples, right? If you run cold ads right now, and most businesses, ever since COVID hit, just went online and started running ads. Ads is a great way for you to grow your business if you have the money to do so. Unfortunately, the cost to advertise is increasing, right? $45 CPM for a B2B product or service is quite a conservative number, right? You're probably looking at maybe $50, $60, maybe even more, right? Cost per impression on Facebook. On LinkedIn is even higher, right? So let's say it was $45 as a conservative number, right? It's going to cost you $4,500 per month to reach 100,000 people or more. And many of the people that you reach with those ads, they're not going to have any intent. There's no buyer intent. You're just targeting them based on an interest, right? And so if you spend $4,500 per month on a sales team instead of running ads, maybe you want to do some outbound prospecting, you'll probably hire just one or maybe even two people at most, right? And they can only reach 150 to 250 per day at best, right? That's not even going to hit 100,000 people per month. So this is why advertising is something that most businesses lean into, because you can just hit more people with it than outbound prospecting, right? But the alternative here is that you can post videos, and videos are amazing because you can post one and it can reach 10,000, 30,000, or even 100,000 people overnight, maybe even millions. The videos last forever. They're optimized for search. They're optimized for hashtags, which means that people can find them forever. You'll be able to generate leads and sales from those videos. And you're going to be able to do that at a fraction of the cost than if you were to hire a sales team or pay for advertising. Right? And so videos make ads work. If you're currently advertising right now, or you're thinking about advertising, perhaps you're not sure if you want to go with organic content or you want to go with paid ads. What strategy should you go with? I'm going to tell you right now that videos posted as content across your social media is going to allow you to make your ads work, right? Because ads don't work the way that people believe that they work, or that the way that they used to work, right? Nobody clicks on ads anymore and buys straight away. It just doesn't happen. I guarantee that you have probably clicked on ads yourself and you've never just bought straight away. You've done some research first, okay? They click on an advertisement. This is what people do. They click on advertisements. They check out the offer. They go to the website, right? They check out social media. They look to see if there's any content out there to support these claims, right? I do this all of the time. I did it with a piece of software earlier. I saw an ad on Instagram. I went on the website. I checked it out, right? I asked a question in one of my Discord channels. Hey, has anyone used this software? This is called demand generation. How did they do it? They created a video advertisement, but they didn't have very much content to back up a lot of their claims. So now I have to figure out if it's something that I want to take a punt on. And I'm making that decision not because of the content that they're using to guide me into making that decision, but through other social proof. Has anyone else used it? I'm looking for word of mouth. I'm looking for referrals. If they already had the content there, I wouldn't have to do that, right? And so once I do all of that, they consume content before booking a call or buying, which is exactly the process that I've just taken myself about an hour ago when I saw an advertisement. So the way people think ads work is that there's an ad, the opt-in, book a call. Really what happens is they click on the ad, They then check social media, they research competitors, they research alternatives, they consume content, testimonials, case studies, right? Demonstrations of the product or the service, the method of delivery, the mechanism, right? Perhaps I get retargeted with an offer. So now that I've visited the website of this particular company that I was looking at, it's a piece of software, I'm going to get retargeted at some point, I would imagine, right? Once a prospect has consumed all of that information, that's when they opt in to your email list. And that's when they book a call, right? They've gone through 85% of the buyer journey before they've made a decision to engage. This is what happens naturally. This is exactly what you do, right? So videos make ads work. They also make outbound prospecting work. The reason why is because you're not setting yourself apart from competitors right now by sending DMs or emails. All of these things work, especially if you combine them together, but you don't differentiate yourself from just DMing people or emailing, right? You can increase the amount of volume of your outbound in order to make it work. It's far better to send 1,000 messages a day than just 100, if you can do that, right? Or even better than doing that is to keep the volume the same, right? And share sales assets, meaning videos that explain the benefits of your products and services in a way that people understand. So provide value, demonstrate value. Stop giving people like ebooks, right? Lead magnets. Just send videos that actually demonstrate what you're talking about, or demonstrate that you know what you're talking about, that you're legitimate, that you have a mechanism that can help solve a problem, that you've helped other people solve similar problems, right? And you can use these videos in a variety of different channels. You can send videos and emails. You can send videos with your proposals. If you're a company that sends out proposals in order to win big contract deals, right? You can use videos to support what you're trying to offer. You can send videos before the sale. So if someone books a call, you can send automatic emails that go out that include videos that prepares them, warms them up, ready for the buy. You can send videos post-sales call. So if it didn't close, or perhaps you do like a 2 or 3 call system, you can have very specific videos that help answer questions along the way, again, to boost that buying temperature so that when they do finally get to the sales call, they're ready to go. Or if they didn't close, maybe you can send more videos that push them toward that decision next month or the month after, somewhere down the track. You can use videos for onboarding as well. This is another really good one because it means that you can save yourself time as well as your team. And there's a whole bunch of other videos as well that I can't even get into on this video, right? So your content will reduce the cost to acquire a customer dramatically and cut your sales cycle in half because you can then retarget the interactions. Anyone that has watched your video and then gone onto your social media profiles, this particularly is something that if you've run Facebook or Instagram ads before, you might understand this a little bit more, have done it yourself. You can retarget anyone that's been on your social media profile or watched some of your videos or a percentage of those videos, right? This is how you're able to reduce the cost to acquire a customer. Right? You're probably used to spending about $50 or $100 per day right now on cold traffic, maybe even more, depending on the size of your company. It doesn't matter if it's working or not, right? The fact is you're spending a lot of money to get these people in, okay? Even if you've done those calculations, you still have to spend money to acquire customers, right? And your cost per book call might be $250, $400. It's kind of the range that we've seen with B2B advertising, right? Could be more, could be less. Conservative kind of number based on averages that we've seen. And your sales cycle as well might be 6 to 12 months and your closing rate 10 to 20% from cold traffic, not from referrals, not from word of mouth. I'm talking about advertising or cold traffic. People that have never heard about you before, who you pull in, right? The sales cycle that we've seen on average in the technology and financial space at the very least is roughly 6 to 12 months. Okay. Closing rate is also quite low because these people are coming in cold. There's not enough content to warm them up, right? But if you retarget all the people that have viewed your content already, you can pay $5 per day or $10 per day, right? Significantly less money than you were spending now or before to display ads to the same people that have now heard about you, but they're people with buyer intent because everyone has interacted with your videos. The people that your videos see, right? The people that see your videos rather, they see them based on hashtags and their search habits, right? So these are the ones with buyer intent. So if you've got a niche that you operate in, or you have a very specific niche that you're trying to bring in, as long as you optimize your videos correctly, you can do that. You can reach a massive amount of people that are interested in that or have been searching for that thing, okay? And because they already know you, the closing rate is going to be quicker when they do book a call with you, and that's going to shorten your sales cycle. Hashtags, that's how you get your videos displayed in the right places. Okay, tagging, keywords, optimization, right? These are all things that you have to be aware of when creating video content. If you've been creating video content already with yourself on camera and it's just bombed, like you didn't get any reach or any views or anything like that, it's probably because you didn't tag it correctly, or you didn't post it on the right platform or at the right time, or you haven't optimized it for keywords and hashtags, right? There's a variety of things here, depending on the platform. If you're posting videos on YouTube, it could even be a thumbnail issue. Okay, it all comes down to optimization. And so how does reach convert into leads and sales? Perhaps that's what you're wondering. So what? If you can create videos that reach 100,000 people, how can I increase my sales with these videos? So first things first, when someone watches a video, they're going to go to your profile. A percentage of those people at least will go to your profile. And if you set up your profile like a funnel and get people to click a link that goes to an opt-in page or a booking call or a book a call page, or just somewhere on your website where they can take some kind of action, that's how you lead them into it. Right? So if a single video can reach 10,000, 30,000, or 100,000 people, and you publish 2 videos every day across 6 social media channels, your reach is going to be colossal, right? Because you're posting 6 videos once per day or twice per day. So 6 to 12 videos every day. And you can even increase the amount of social channels or social media channels that you're posting those videos on to maximize your reach. Some of those videos are going to go viral, I guarantee you. All right, we're getting videos that get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views in a day. All right. I say a day, it's within about 2 hours of posting it most of the time. Okay. Now we can retarget all of those people that have interacted with that video. And because they interacted with it, they're going to see more videos when we publish. So it's all about consistency, which is why Faceless videos are one of the best methods for you to grow your audience. Because if you're creating videos of yourself on camera, creating your own content, it's very hard for you to be consistent, right? Faceless videos also have high virality potential, meaning it's just easier to hook people in and keep their attention for longer, as opposed to if you were on camera, right? They also get ranked in search, just like if you're on camera, right? You can display ads to anyone that watches a video. Retargeting ads, I've already gone over that. Videos also include call to action to get viewers to take whatever action you want, right? So if you want them to subscribe to you, you put that into the video. If you want them to like something, put it in the video. If you want them to go to your profile, click a link and opt into something to get a free ebook or watch a free training or a webinar, sign up to a webinar, go to an event, book a call, whatever your call to action is, you can put that in the videos. This is how you generate leads and sales. And then you can monetize multiple segments of your audience, right? So perhaps you're reaching 100,000 people a month, but you only really want to sell to CEOs in a very specific niche. You can still monetize the rest of those segments. You might be able to sell a low ticket product to a very specific portion of that audience. And now you can increase your monthly recurring revenue because you're selling a $100 product to 1,000 people out of the 100,000 that see you. Or you're selling multiple products to different segments, which means that you can massively boost the amount of money that you make every month, just like a creator would or an influencer. But because you're a business, you have more opportunities to increase the worth of that audience. Right? So for example, if your content reaches 100,000 people per month, you can expect to sell to 1% of that audience. Very conservative number. Okay, a low ticket offer, $100, right? You do a free training, sell something, a book, or something like that, an event, a ticket, whatever it is. If 1,000 people buy it, that's $100,000 per month. And that's at a very conservative number, reaching 100,000 people per month with your videos and only selling to 1% of that audience. All right? Or let's say you don't want to do that. You only want to monetize what you're working on. You can expect to book 1% of those interactions and sales calls, right? You get 100 calls per month, 30% closing rate. That's 30 sales just from reaching a massive amount of people. Everything comes down to volume, whether it's outbound prospecting or advertising. Your advertising is only going to work if you're spending enough money in it to get the maximum amount of impressions. The outbound prospecting isn't going to work if you send 5 messages every day. You need to be sending 500 messages a day, right? Everything is about volume and the numbers. And if you've worked in sales yourself, you'll know this to be true, okay? The videos don't just go viral, right? There's no method to make videos viral. There's a method to make videos attractive, hook people in, capture their attention long enough so that they get to the call to action. But there's no guarantee that videos will go viral. The same video that you post on YouTube might bomb, but on TikTok, it goes viral, okay? And vice versa. Or a Facebook reel might go viral, but on Instagram, nothing happens, right? It's totally random. It depends on the time of day. It depends on the hashtags, the optimization. There's a variety of factors, okay? But because you're posting a massive amount of videos, that are faceless, and you're able to do this using a virtual team that produces these videos for you, it means that you can get massive amounts of reach and then start retargeting that audience in order to increase your revenue. So you can do this yourself, right? You can go and hire. You can find, firstly, contractors or freelancers. You can hire them. You then have to train them on your method, your branding, the way you want things done, your service, your product, okay? Or you can work with myself and my team. We'll take care of everything, okay? So we research everything, no matter what product or service you're selling, no matter what industry, right? We script all of your videos. We produce all of the videos. There's graphic design included as well. Right now, we can guarantee that we're able to reach 100,000 people per month. The price for this service is going to go up as soon as I know that we can guarantee like a million reach per month, right? So in about 30 to 45 days, we can increase the size of your audience by 400%, depending on where you're at. And we're able to monetize your audience as well. So if you work with us, we can do all of that for you, or you can do it yourself. One of the things I will mention is that if you book a call with myself or someone on my team, we'll walk you through this entire process and exactly how it can work for you in your business, your product, your service. And if it makes sense, you can take it and apply yourself without our help. However, if you want to avoid mistakes and you want to do things fast and you want to make sure that everything happens the way that you want it to happen, and you want to start generating leads and make sales, you can leverage our team to do that, and we can work with you. Okay, so hopefully this video has been insightful. See you in the next one.